Dun 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 dun. Ta-da! Hey everybody, good morning. It's Bernadette, aka Mama Bear. What's up, my wild pack? How are y'all? Ooh, I have missed you. You don't even know. Hey y'all, I'm looking at the chat. Boy, you guys are blowing up that chat this morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Grand risings. Ooh, I love that. Grand risings and blessed be to all. That's what I'm saying. If I'd have thought of it. Hey y'all, hold on. I changed up a whole bunch of stuff in my office. Ooh, that's better. Okay. And good morning. Hola, 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 mi amors. Good morning. Aw, that's so sweet. Y'all miss my face. Well, Angel Heart missed my face. Good morning, everyone. So, for those, boy, I see a lot of new names. God, that's so awesome. For those of you that don't know me, I am Bernadette King, aka Mama Bear, and I am the creator and publisher of the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, and we are doing live readings today. Haven't quite figured out how we're going to do the readings today. I think I'm really just going to take questions because I'm like super loopy psychic. Not loopy like in the, in a kooky way, but loopy really in the psychic space. Although I am going to flip some cards for some people. It's your birthday. Do you get a free reading? No, Manny, you don't. But thanks for asking. Everybody gets a free reading, and I'm going to take the questions in order. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm going to take the questions in the order that they come. And I will tell you straight up, I will not be able to get to everybody. I will want to, but I will not be able to get to everybody. But I will do my hardest, my very, very best to get to everyone. And but before I get started, many, many thanks to Teapot. Thank you so much, Teapot, my dear friend and the very bestest moderator ever, her and Tanya Poss. I don't even know what I'd do without those gals. No, I do not. And so again, if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you love this. I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell just to get all kind of updates. And also like this video so that YouTube will like me more and get all this metaphysical madness out to more people. There's my marketing for the day. And if you're just joining me, that marketing thing I have to do, it irks me. But I do it because I gotta get the word out about the animals, right? So, all of that said, good morning, Jan. So, should I try? Okay. So, here we go. If you're new, here's what I'm going to tell you. I do not, under any circumstances, answer yes or no questions, and I will tell you why. Because after 65,000 readings and 30 years of doing this, when people think they're okay with a yes or no answer, you're not. And the reason for that is energies can change, things can change. There might be something in a sacred contract that's undoable or unwritable or whatever. But when you ask specific questions, what happens is you're able to more deeply hone in on what it is that you really want to know. And these readings are short. These are not full readings. It's not like I'm, you guys will get, maybe a minute or two a person. And so also, if you would just please ask a direct question, that would be great. That would be super helpful in getting you the exact information that you need. And again, if you're just joining me, I can build an energy bridge. Of course, there's an energy bridge to Florida. So all of that said, I got my start as an evidential psychic medium, meaning, again, if you're new to my channel, you'll notice that I will ask people questions to get clarification on making sure that I'm in the right energy. And the other thing that I will ask that you will be so kind as to not blow up the inbox. Don't ask your question 55 times. I will get to you in order as I can. The chat moves really fast. Please don't be offended if somebody put a question way after you and that's the question I go to. I cannot keep up with all the questions. It is humanly impossible. And for now, I'm a human. So after this life, I will choose not to be, but for now, I'm a human. So just a couple of really Okay, I just want to say this, Golden Pathways, you're new, welcome. I happened to look over, and all of a sudden, no joke, I saw, if you guys saw me, I just was like, and you'll get to know me. I have crazy OCD when I'm doing readings because I'm in the zone. But I just happened to be drawn to the chat, and literally I saw one line just do this really beautiful, like a real gold, like if it was going to be the metal gold, light up, and it's Golden Pathways, and then this person asks, looking to see if the bakery business is ready to take off. Please and thank you. Yes, I am going to answer yes to that one, only because I just said I don't answer yes or no questions, but that's what immediately came to me. But the caution there is faster and bigger than you think, and you've got to be prepared for that. And again, faster and bigger than you think. You've got to be prepared for that. There's something about your energy Golden Pathways that tells me when you get a lot coming at you at once, you can get overwhelmed. Maybe not super easily, but you'll just stand there like in a daze looking around. You can't do that. You've got to figure out a way to jump on that energy train and ride, ride, ride. Oh, thank you, Maggie. So all of that being said, so for those of you that are new, let me just say, and Teapot will keep telling you all this, please ask a very specific question. Don't ask just for a reading. And also, no yes or no questions. I don't answer yes or no questions because that's not the full story. And I'm an evidential psychic medium. I'm not going to lead you astray. So all of that said, the other thing is when you see people that are saying, hey, get your free reading and reply to my inbox and get a free reading and blah, blah, blah. That's none of my people. Those are scammers. I mean, answer them if you want to answer them, but they're total scams, and none of my people do that. So, all right. So all of that being said, she will sign for you, though. I don't know what that means. Okay, and then there was something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So also for those of you that live in the Los Angeles area or anywhere near that, I'm appearing at the Conscious Life Expo in LA, February 4th through 6th. It's the largest metaphysical conference in the entire world. It is it is going to be crazy good times, and you will love this expo. There are all kinds of classes. There are all kinds of everything. So check it out, the Conscious Life Expo. Again, I'll be appearing there on February 4th, 5th, and 6th, and would love to see you there. So all of that said, okay, I'm going to move on to, and by the way, I'm going to move on to the questions now because I'm going to blaze through as many of these as possible. You guys, just so you know, for me as a reader, if I could get to every single person in one day or at one time or really ever, I totally would. I totally, totally would. Oh, hello from the Philippines. Okay, let's see. Oh gosh, y'all, this is moving super fast. I am going to endeavor to Lord of Mercy. Okay. Okay, Corby. No, yes or no. Preach, preach, preach. Hey, Corby. Hey, y'all. If you guys don't know Corby Mitlight, she's my dear, dear soul sister. She's an amazing reader. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Tracy Bailey. Y'all. Okay, this chat is going cuckoo go nuts. Okay, I may have to take this differently. For some reason, my chat will not freeze, so I can freeze on one question. So I'm just going to have to go to those that I'm drawn to. I'm so sorry, but wow, we're all the new people. I don't know. You guys have to be from. Are a bunch of you guys from Cauldron, or Wise Witches? Are you guys from Cauldron or Wise Witches? Those Facebook pages, because I see a lot of new faces here, which is so cool. I hope you're pleased. Okay, Lil Ms. Chi 94. I like that, Lil Ms. Chi. All right, hold on. I'm pretty stuck in life right now. I don't know what to do or where to go next. I've recently decided. Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy cow. All right, you guys, give me just a second. We're gonna have to take a different tack here. I'm going to desperately try to Lil Miss Chiz. 94. This is for you. Little Miss Chiz 94. This is for you. I didn't read the whole thing, but all I saw was that you were stuck and you don't know which way to go. And there was something after that, but I didn't get it because the chat was going so crazy nonsense fast. And then I am going to get to a Renee who asked a yes or no question, but but she doesn't. I'm going to get to you next, Renee. Let me go back to Little Miss Chiz 98. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, also, if you're on my channel, these are real readings. So if you are not the kind of I'm not going to tell all your business out in public, but if you are not the kind of person that wants to hear the real deal, I am not the one for you. Okay, so here's the thing. This kind of cracks me up. So Little Miss Chiz 94, you say you don't know which direction to go. And I get that. And as I'm stepping into your energy, I really believe you don't, like, in your head here, you don't know which way to go. And honestly, in your heart, you're just like, oh, I don't even know, right? I totally get that. A lot of people say that, and that's not true. They really know, but you really are at a crossroads. So this card, the Croc Skink and the Mantis, this is in the Family, Friends, and Lovers portion of the Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck. And every time I see this card, it cracks me, because it doesn't come out very often. Really, truly, it doesn't. Because it talks about things that people think they are aware of or they're doing, but they're not really. It talks about the diversity of friendships and the different points of view and all of that kind of thing. And what I'm being told is that you actually are really awesome at being able to see and sit in a place of non-judgment and then collate all different kinds of ideas and people together. So there's something that, if there's a direction that you have been called to go in, that would be about going into the arena, anything where you can work with lots of different types of people, lots of different ethnicities and genders of people, and organize them or help them get to where they want to go, or they think they need to go, or they're choosing to go. You would feel so fulfilled, and you're so good at it, like so good at it. So I would say that. And then the other thing, when you talk about a croc skink, anytime you've got lizard energy, that always draws me to dragon energy. And, because really, what are lizards? They're the modern version of dragons, right? So you're looking at a real, oh, that's it. So Lil Chiz 94, I will tell you that there's something drawing you. I don't know if you're studying ancient scripts, ancient texts, past lives, something ancient, but I'm being drawn back to the ancient times of the dragons and letting you know, I think at one time you were a dragon keeper. I really do. You're way more powerful than you think you are. No, actually, you know how powerful you are. You really are just kind of in a stasis at the moment. And I know you said you don't know which direction to go, but I'm wondering if actually, no, I feel fire. Yeah, I just feel fire with you. So all of that said, I would work with dragon energy when you took a look at a praying mantis, that's about, well, when do I take the leap? When do I take the leap, right? Let me sit here in silence and in prayer and then leap when it's right. Dragon energy, or even, you could go with lizard energy if you're a lizard fan, but I feel like that energy around this is a lot bigger than that. It's like dragon energy. So I would say just work with the dragon, and that will be very helpful. So I hope you understood that. I hope it was relevant. All of that being said, I am moving on. Renee Gerlich, she asks if should I break my promise and start to read cards again? Can I be released from a promise to the universe? Here is why I'm answering that. Here's why I am answering that um, that yes or no question. Because weirdly, this past week, if I've had one question about sacred contracts, I've had 1,000. And for those of you that are not familiar with what the idea of a sacred contract is, it's the idea that when we're on the other side, we move within our soul groups and we decide when we're going to incarnate into a life, who's going to incarnate with us, and what roles we're going to play in each other's lives to help us all grow in some fashion, to learn and grow. Now, can I prove that? No. Can I tell you that the amount of data that I've collected, over 65,000 readings, leads me to absolutely be able to see the patterns? So I believe it's true. Yes, that is my belief based on my observations. There you have it. So when you say, can you break a promise to the universe? Well, in my way of thinking, the way I teach, we're all connected. We all are the universe. We all are source. We all are the Blessed Mother, the Blessed Father, the this, the that. So when you make a promise to someone, to the universe or whatever, you're really making a promise to yourself. And you know, the circumstances surrounding you making that promise, I am not laughing at you because this is a very this is a very serious question. But honestly, honey, Renee, the visual that I'm seeing in my head, have you ever seen the meme that goes around where there's the angel, you know, it's a tombstone, but the angel is just weeping over the tombstone, and it reads, you know, something. There's a lot of different versions of it. It was like, you know, my angels, you know, trying to help me to get things right or whatever. That's what I'm seeing. So it's almost like when you made that promise, the angels are like, really? And I don't know if you're into angels, but when I saw that visual, now angels are everywhere, everywhere, everywhere in my head. So, Renee, uh, I feel like you're very. This is a weird phrase, but This is weird, but hear me out on this. Angel driven. You're angel driven, and when I ask the people that I work with on the other side, when I ask myself that I'm working with also my higher self, I keep seeing archangels, 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 and I feel like you've got this warrior spirit about you, this warrior spirit. And so maybe you should look towards the warrior angels, right? The ones that go to war. Not every angel is all, you know, they're all love and light, right? But you know, some of them will stab you clean through with their arrow or with their sword or whatever. Those are the warrior angels. And so, and there are angels in every culture. And I'm called to tell you that, Renee, because I keep seeing something about the, I don't know, Asian angels. Asian angels. I don't know. There's like this call for you to look into angels from all around the world, starting with the Asian angels, and you'll find one that will really help you. The answer to your question is this. I don't think it's breaking a promise. I'm being told that it wasn't necessary. It was an overwrought emotional reaction to something that it didn't need to be overwrought with, and that you have a tremendous amount of compassion for people, and that's really going to be very helpful as you move forward being a reader, because it's not like you're not still a reader. You're still a reader. You just are not choosing to do it now. um but it will be okay if you do. And I know you said you made a promise, and I know you're concerned about breaking a promise. But you know what? This is what it's like. So here's what the angels are telling me. And I'm not an angel communicator, y'all. That's Frank Palmer. I mean, I do communicate with angels, but it's not my thing, right? I do have angels that show up in readings. That's been that way for years and years, but so do animals, and so do, you know, off-world entities, and so do pick it, they show up to me. And my specialty, dead people and dead animals love me. Triple Scorpio, what are you going to do? So, you know, like when a kid makes a promise, Mommy, I promise I'll do this. And they really mean it at the time, but you don't take it as a sincere promise because you're wiser and you know that's not happening. That's what I'm getting from your angels. They knew. They're like, nah. So there you go. I hope that's helpful, honey. Okay. Ooh, y'all, I am Cauldron. Welcome, Tanya's folks from the Cauldron. Welcome, my folks from Wise Witches. Welcome. We're gonna light a fire and do a circle around here. Thanks, Teapot. Yes, please. If you're enjoying this, it would be so cool if you would subscribe to my channel. I really want to get to 10,000 subs by February, or even the middle of February. I thought that read Carrie Underwood. I was like, why is Carrie Underwood on my live? Okay. Okay. So, all right. Again, y'all, please no yes or no questions. I know I answered 2 of them, but I was called to them. Okay, please. Oh, okay, Lynn Cote. How am I going to find love? Lynn Cote. I wish I knew what kind of love you're talking about. I'm going to guess that you're talking about romantic love. And here's what I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you dates. That is the one thing Mama Bear, aka me, dates in me. No. Everything else, all of my guides, my higher self, they're really accurate, but I don't know why. I think it's because of my block with numbers. So I can't give you dates. But Miss Cody, oh God, your name's already gone. Lord have mercy. Cody. Something Cody. Okay. Here's the story. When are you going to find love? So this is really interesting. As I'm stepping into your energy, I'm going to pull you a card. But you know, your energy is really different than most people that ask that question. It is really different. There is just such a kind, gentle peacefulness about your spirit. I don't think you're necessarily shy or an introvert, but you're an observer. Like when I step into the energy of you, I just watch you watching, or I'm you watching. Lynn, there you go, Lynn Cote. Okay. You asked about love, Lynn, so that's the one I'm answering. One question per person. So all of that said, I feel like the person for you is like a quiet, intellectual, observational kind of type. And I've got my Phoenix card here for you, Lynn Cote, or Lynn Cote, I think it's Lynn Cote. And something tells me, I don't know if it's health related that you're coming back from. I mean, we all come back from something every day, right? If we boil it down to the nitty gritty, when you go to sleep at night, there are many cultures and many beliefs that call it the small death. You go to sleep, you're out there somewhere in the etheric, I think, and then you wake up the next morning, you've got a rebirth, right? So we kind of die a little bit every night or every day, you could say. But I do think there is something that you have really had to come back from. And I keep hearing the silent struggle with you, Lynn. And so it's almost like, no, it's exactly like, you really like, how do I put this? Hearing different ideas and perspectives and learning about new things. You're inquisitive. That's the word. You're super inquisitive. And so how you're going to find your love is, I don't know if you attend lectures or seminars, or you go to like museum openings or art galleries or poetry readings, but something where something where you are around people that are thinkers, where they think beyond, when are the Kardashians going to be on again? Oh my God, what is that person wearing? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Those people are not for you at all. So as soon as you find yourself in those kind of places and spaces where people are genuine, where they're authentic and they're seeking knowledge, seeking knowledge, seeking knowledge for the sheer pleasure of seeking knowledge and for their own actual self-actualization, that's when you're going to find that person. So I hate to be a cop out and say that's up to you when you decide. Ooh, it irks me when psychics say that, but it's true in this. Listen, it's true overall, right? Like, nothing ever happens in our lives, good, bad, or indifferent, until we decide it's going to happen. That's just that. Welcome to being a human. But this time it really is. Once you start doing those things, even if it's online, right? Because I know COVID's got a lot of things locked down, but even if it's just online, at the end of the day, when you put yourself in a position where you're there to learn something new, whatever that may be, that's when you're going to meet the love of your life. Okay, there we go. Hey, Tyrion. I hope that was helpful, in Cody. Tyrion, I'm going to answer your question real quick. What are your primary psychic abilities? All of them? All of them? That's everybody's primary psychic abilities. Listen, I'm not being flip, and I'm not being flip, but every single living thing is psychic. Period. End of story. Every single living thing is a medium. Period. End of story. We all have cellular memory. We have ancestral memory. We have DNA memory. What else is being a medium all about? So, when people and pets that have crossed over to the other side connect with me and give messages through me, it's about, me connecting with their memory, with let me not go into all that. But anyway, so whether it's psychic, whether it's any of the clairs, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clair, they're all of them. And for me, that's how it happens. I just open myself up, and I'm like, listen, however y'all need to get that message through is however you need to get it through, and that's what they do. So, okay. Alrighty. Okay, so okay. Okay, y'all, I am okay, Kira Marie, my partner just got fired and has been having a rough time. How can I help? Well, Kira Marie, so that's a really interesting question. And so the first thing that tells me is, if you're taking the time to ask what you can do to support your partner, when you could be asking a question for yourself, but asking a question for your partner really will help you in the long run. I get that. That tells me already you're a really unselfish and caring and empathic person, and that's awesome. And so just being that, I think, will be an awesome start. But all right, so I'm shuffling, and I'm gonna grab these two cards. I knew it. Okay, okay. So the Minotaur card is from the sorry guys, I'll tell you in a minute. I'm getting incoming, so I can only stay on one train of thought this morning. I know your partner is not going to want to hear this, but it was the best thing ever that they got fired. I don't know why they didn't quit before, because their story, that energy around your partner in the work situation, reminds me of the Minotaur energy, which is in ancient myth, the Minotaur is the illegitimate child of the queen and an actual bull. And the king found out that the queen was skating around on him, saw the baby, went nuts, and had this baby locked in a labyrinth, right? Things didn't go well for the poor Minotaur at all through the lifetime, met an untimely, horrible, actual early end. And of the Minotaur's there's nothing the Minotaur did. It was thrust upon him. And that's what I feel like your partner was just in a really unfair situation, just a really toxic, unfair situation. So move on, because here's the thing. When you get the Seven of Cups card that comes out, what does that read? Dreams, deception, and determination. Well, the Seven of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck is that old boy, there with the 7 cups sitting in front of him. And it really is about just making a choice of what dream you want to move toward. And that's always a choice. I always teach, we don't wish, we don't want, we don't dream, we don't hope, we choose. We don't dream, we don't wish, we don't want, we don't hope, we choose. So the beaver as the 7 of Cups really is all about getting busy as a beaver. Now, beavers are super self-reliant, and I'm wondering, I think it's a way, way far out thing, and I actually think it's you. I think it's you that wants that might want to own your own business, but one of the two of you has got an entrepreneurial spirit. Gosh, I'm really drawn to you. Maybe not the partner, but you. And so it is very much doable. You just got to get on the stick. Get it? You got to get on the stick. I know, mama bear joke, but nonetheless. Is the partner considering going back to school? Is one of you in school? I just feel like there's some schooling around the both of you, strangely. I don't know that the going back to school is the best idea. I don't. I don't think it's gonna have the desired outcome. So I don't know. And I've got a pain that started in my head pretty good. Does one of you suffer from migraines or frequent headaches or something in your head? You guys, with the chat moving so quickly, I can't, I'm just like, I can't focus on the chat till I'm ready for the next question. It would be awesome if people could, it would be super awesome if people could confirm these things, so I know for sure I'm in the right energetic direction. But I just feel like there's some, there is a thing about headaches or something in the head, maybe even behind the eyes, and that is A, dehydration, and B, totally stress related. Totally stress related. And I'm really thirsty all of a sudden. So one of you really, you could work on getting more liquids into you. So I really hope that's helpful. Okay. Okay, Tracy Pearson, why do you have so much anxiety? Tracy Pearson, why do I have so much anxiety? Boy, you guys, what's up with the lizards today? Okay. This is really interesting because I've got so much going through my head. I'm like, where do I start? Here's the thing. I keep feeling like you've got a really artistic sense about you. And I don't think you're anxiety at all. I think you're just super sensitive like any artist is. And because of that, you think you have anxiety, you've been told you have anxiety, but what if you're just super sensitive? Which is what I'm being told. Here's the thing. When I I just said earlier that lizards of any kind always bring me back to dragons. This one is not bringing me to dragons. This one is bringing me to the Fae folk. And all I can see is this explosion of color. It's like you love color and you love soft things and you love you might even really be into fairies and the elven people and you might be into that. But this is like, I'm asking for them to describe to me how. Okay, here's the story. I have to listen. People call me Mama Bear for a reason. It's better than, and I like that better than the B word, which a lot of other people call me. So, I'm a pretty tough cookie. I've been around the block a few times, but there are some things that level me. I cannot talk about them. I cannot see them. I just don't. I can't. And that is anything that's cruelty to animals. I can't stand it. That's why I repeatedly ask people, do not post it for me. Do not tag me. Do not post for me. Do not post it on my forums. Anything about animal rescue. I don't care what great happy ending it is. It rips me apart to see the beginning of the story. I have nightmares. It can shut me down for days. Don't think I haven't tried to get past it. Don't think I'm not still looking to heal. I can't. That is something I am so sensitive to. Where I'm going with this whole thing is I just feel like you're super sensitive, and because of that, you absorb so much energy from around you. And I feel like from the time you were a kid, there was a lot of frenetic. I just feel this like, I see it as literal electricity surrounding you. So you're this sweet, artistic, sensitive person, and everywhere all around you is like, it's like an electrical shock. Because listen, y'all, that's what energy is. It's electricity. I mean, at the end of the day, a psychic or a medium is nothing more than a cell phone. That's it. We are out there in the world with our antenna calibrated, and we're plucking electricity out of the etheric, and then we're reimagining it and interpreting it and giving life to it by vocalizing it. I'm telling you, just like a cell phone, right? It picks up a voice from the other end, and then it feeds it through to you. It's just like that. So it's real electricity. To such an extent, I am convinced that those of us that are not smart enough to figure out how to protect our energy, if you do too much work too often, there's every chance you could end up with, all kinds of issues. Y'all, whoever that was before, I didn't remember the name now. I gotta have some water because whoever that is that's dehydrated, they gotta get rehydrated. Anyway, all of that being said, that's what I think it is. So the anxiety piece, at the end of the day, what I'm being told is, and let's be clear, I'm not a medical professional of any kind, and this is not medical advice, and I'm not diagnosing, nor am I dispensing any kind of treatment. But from a metaphysical energetic standpoint, honestly, you just got to see it differently. Just don't see it as anxiety, because it's not. It's just a really gentle sensitivity to all of the that goes on in this world. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Hey, you guys, listen, if you're here from the Cauldron or you're here from Wise Witches, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I don't know if you know this, but I set up a private forum at witchcraftandwitches.com/forums. And Tanya has a version of her Cauldron on there. Steven, or spell for that. Why do I keep saying Cauldron? I meant spell for that, y'all. Sorry. Spell for that. Tanya's spell for that. But Steven from Cauldron, he's got a forum. And then Melanie Close from the Celtic Witch, she's got a forum on there. And the reason I set that up for all the witches, pagans, druids, Wiccan, though, whatever. Sorry, you guys, I got incoming and I have like 25 cards that just fell out of my deck. Wow. Okay, this is for somebody. Is people were tired of Facebook censorship and banning and, Facebook jail and all that. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And so I created a community where you guys don't have to have those problems and you can be safe. And I mean, listen, within reasonable boundary, you can say what you want and do what you want, and you don't have drama. So there's that. And then for those of you who don't know, I have my own forums, wildpackwisdom.com/forums, and it's a great community. We answer all kinds of questions. We help out. And in this year, I am doing all kinds of things that are community exclusive, meaning you only get those things if you've joined the community, which is free. So I don't see why you wouldn't. Both are free. Okay, there you go. I hope that's helpful. And so, please, hey, Wendy, thank you. That's so kind. You love my energy. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so, Cindy. Cindy, I don't know your last name, but you had an encounter with a juvenile owl recently. He stared and looked like right through my soul. Any insights? Yes, I do. Cindy, you have no last name, but Cindy, you're the one that asked about the juvenile owl. Hold on, I want to step into that energy. I want to also see if the owl came out in these cards. Nope. Cindy, when I step into the energy of that owl that came to you, what I'd be interested in knowing is if you have recently started either looking into shadow work for yourself, like starting to do some shadow work, or if you are getting deeper into the esoteric or metaphysics, and or if you are recently really starting to take a look into seeing the truths that have been hidden from you or that you think have been hidden from you. There's some kind of awakening. That's it. That's the word, awakening. There's some kind of like awakening that's happening for you, and that's cool because you're going to do so great at it. You really are a person that seeks wisdom. And that's different from seeking knowledge. Wisdom is different than knowledge. You really are on a path to seeking wisdom. You just are so, and I feel like there's something about you. I don't know if it's your zodiac sign or what it is, but I want to move fast and I want to talk fast and I want to get things done. I want to get this reading out. Like I'm on hyper speed as I'm stepping into your energy. Like so much, I'm like, I'm breathless. And so, I just, here's what okay. So here is what I'm hearing. This is really interesting. You are on the path to being a force to be reckoned with. And you're choosing to do that. You're like choosing to step into the seat of your power, but you really want to do that quietly. It's not like you want that on display for the whole world to see, right? You're like, you're that person that you see kind of like in the background in a movie, and you see their face at important times, and they just catch your eye for a second. You're like, what is that person all about? And you get to know, you're introduced to their character, a little bit about them. You think they're not going to play such a big role, and then whammo, they come in and they save the day, right? Or they're like the shining example of being a pillar to whatever. That's you. And whatever this journey is that you're on, that you are whatever this journey is that you're on, where you're really determined to again stand in the seat of your own power, that's just Owl's way of letting you know you're really good at gathering and taking in and then utilizing wisdom, and that if you are developing your abilities, your occult abilities, your psychic, your whatever, wow, just wow, because you have the battery to see through people's darkness, to deal with their darkness and help them no matter how dark they are, or or what darkness there. I mean, nobody's really dark. They're just in darkness, right? And there's nothing wrong with darkness. We've all been there sometimes, right? Um, and darkness doesn't necessarily denote negativity. I mean, even in the light of the full moon, it's dark outside, right? So there you go. Anyway, all right. So there you go. So again, I just really want to thank all of my longtime subscribers. I appreciate you so much. For everybody that's new, that's from Spell for That or Cauldron or Wise Witches, welcome, welcome, welcome. Love having you here. So if you are pinging me on the chat in Twitch, let me just tell you, I can see you and you're showing up in my chat, but what you can't see is all of the people that are coming in from all the different Facebook pages and YouTube and all that. So there's a lot of people. I want to get to everybody. I truly, 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 truly want to get to everybody, but it's physically impossible. So, all right, there we go. Okay, so there we go. All right, let me move on. Aisha Aldasari. I hope I've got your name right. I lost my job and ended my relationship in the same period. How can I make good use of this difficult period? I love that question. I love that question. Everybody's question is important, but I'll tell you why I love that question. I mean it, y'all. Everybody's question is important. We've all been there. Wherever you are, we've all been there. Trust me. So, or at least I have. Because I always tell everybody, I'm your spiritual crash test dummy. If there was a dumb decision to be made and a terrible outcome from it, and a person who's ever made their own troubles, that'd be me. So, thank God, I'm mostly past that. So, all of that being said, here's why that's a good question. You're already making good use of it. Just even to ask the question, how can I make good use of a difficult period, tells me, girl, you got this. You're already making good use of it. Now, I'm not making light of everything that you just brought an end to, but what I am doing is honoring your strength, because you're Superwoman. It takes a lot of cojones to do what you did, and good for you. And now I know I couldn't figure out who this card was going to be for, but I know it's for you. So here's the thing. When the stag comes out, the Hierophant, people, and I understand that the traditional tarot card meanings, because my deck, for those of you guys that don't know, let me grab this. So if you've been around a little bit around tarot, you'll know that the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, year before last, like, won every possible tarot award of any kind. Anyway, people love animals. And we were very grateful. And I was grateful because it really put the deck on the map, and we've been a best-selling deck ever since. But the deck is based on, even though all the cards are animals, the deck is based on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So a lot of people associate the Hierophant with only, like tradition and religion and that kind of thing. But it also can mean big business. And for me, I've been doing this for 1,000 years. Anytime the Hierophant has ever come out for someone, it's always meant big business. So how you can make good use of this time, I don't know if you already do own your own business. You might have a side hustle that you are thinking about doing or that you do. But I keep, it's so weird. Y'all know that show Cake Boss? I keep hearing Cake Boss in my head for you. And I don't know that that necessarily has anything to do with bakeries or cakes or anything like that, but I know for sure it has something to do with the word boss. And in that, you create your own thing. Also, listen, I'm having this conversation with this stag, right? Okay. Because that's how, if you guys are new here, you'll get to know me. I literally do talk to the animals. Like one day, I don't know, it happens all the time, but it actually happened in front of, while I was live last year. I did that all of a sudden, and I turned around and I was like, all right, who out there is working with buffalo, like a for real deal just started, whatever. And the chat lit up. They were like, oh my God, me, 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 me. I'm like, yeah. Well, your buffalo just came and snotted on the back of my neck and breathed that hot, snotty air down the back of my neck. And then I literally watched this buffalo just meander through my office and go out. I mean, that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. Let me tell you what Stag is literally saying to me. He's leading me to his horns. And I always say that when animals have horns, the symbolism in every culture is that they're an antenna that puts puts them in a more direct communication with the divine. It's kind of like in the old days, I mean, we have cell towers now, so you can think of it as a cell tower or a satellite. But the stag is telling me that literally based on your own spidey senses, something was deeper, darker, not righter than you thought about that relationship, and good for you for heeding that and getting out. Good for you. But that you can also use those same spidey senses to figure out your next move. Now, did you need a psychic to tell you that? Nope. Pretty sure you could have figured that out for yourself. But knowing that you can figure out something for yourself and hearing that that is the best course of action for you at the moment, those are two completely different things. And again, I just want to say, even if it's not starting your own business or having your own business, or maybe even it's a side hustle, there's something incredibly important about you being a boss. I hope that's helpful. So anything that you can do in this interim of icky time, maybe start turning your attention to, I'm a badass who just rebirthed. I am the phoenix, man. I sent myself to my own death. I went down in ashes and poof, I'm back up in flames. I am the phoenix. But I'm telling you, stag energy in particular in the Hierophant is really working with you now. And again, big business, something with you where you're the boss, and however you turn your attention to that, that's going to be the ticket. All right, baby doll, I hope that's helpful. Okay. Chase Chastain, I lost my mom, dad, aunt, and grandma. Oof. Caregiver for my grandma, just trying to move forward. Ooh, Chase. There's not a question in there, but that's a lot of loss. So I'm going to answer your unasked question. It takes a really advanced spirit to come into a life where they are a ferryman to the underworld or the other world, where they are the guide over the rainbow bridge, where they are the guide to the other side. Hospice workers are that. Firefighters, doctors, nurses, especially those that deal a lot with chronically ill, terminally ill folks. And even veterinarians, because by the way, if y'all are hearing that weird sound, that's my big fat chihuahua, who's part pot-bellied pig, and she snores up a storm during the lives. So it's not me making some weird noise under my desk or anything. So how you move forward is to decide. This is very specific, Chase, and I hope you're okay with me. I hope you're okay with the personal bit that's about to come through. You just have to figure out how many more times in this lifetime do you want to be the ferryman that helps people see their way through to the other side in a compassionate, gentle, loving fashion. Because what I'm hearing is your family is not the only opportunity you would have to do that. And if you want to do something in that fashion, that's for you. But I don't know. I keep seeing an academic setting. I don't know if you're a teacher or want to teach or are in school or want to go to school, but I keep seeing an academic setting around you. And so, and so I, I feel like there's something in the teaching world. How you move forward is to put yourself in a place where you can teach. I don't know what that means, meaning I don't know if it's like, fourth grade mathematics or it's college level, art history. I don't know. It could be spirituality. It could be anything, but you're really good at teaching and people respond to you. People really respond to you. So I hope that's helpful. Um, I really hope that's helpful. Okay. Yes, I really hope that's helpful. Okay. Louise Luplu, when you're saying you're drawn to somebody, that is very indicative of what the trolls say and the scammers say. So I hope that you are not here to do that. If you're not, my humble apologies, but I have to keep an eye on that. And so I hope you're not. I'll block you. Okay, so you guys, I love you so, man. All right, y'all, from the Cauldron and from Spell and Wise Witches. That's really cool. That is very very cool. Um, oh, good, Chase. I'm glad. Uh, you guys, welcome everybody new. This is awesome. Hey, Dylan. Hey, you guys. You guys, my long timers. This chat is going. I'm not trying to ignore you. This chat is going so fast. I really am trying to keep up and keep in my psychic self and watch for scammers at the same time. But I'm getting there. So, okay. So y'all, I love you. Okay. I don't know what not really. Cindy, not really, but I am leading a parent support group. I don't know what you're answering not really to, but you are leading a parent support group. Uh, I've already forgotten what I told you, Cindy. That's how it happens with me. I can't possibly keep all this stuff in my little pumpkin head. Um, but good for you. Oh, listen, I see a lot of mediumship questions. Y'all, I am so sorry, but I cannot do flybys I will not do flybys for mediumship again. I am an evidential psychic medium. I am the person that says, I have a male energy here with a scar up his back, or I'm the one that says, I'm hearing this song, you know, whatever, Margaritaville, or I'm watching a woman drive a 1950s whatever. I'm that person. There are a lot of us out there really tapped in evidential psychic mediums. I do not do that in flybys. It requires me to switch to a completely different um, brainwave state, and those readings take time. Occasionally I'll have loved ones pop in just to say hey and give a message or two and then move along, but not often. So please don't think I'm ignoring those of you that want mediumship, because for those of you who don't know me, and that'd be a lot of you all on here today, I got my okay, Louise, thank you for letting me know you're not a scammer. I sure appreciate that, honey. um, I got my start in this business because my mom was killed due to medical negligence and malpractice. And for a year after, all I did was drink. I was suicidal. It was awful. It was horrible. And I know what it feels like to have someone you love, either whether they're taken from you, whether they're murdered, whether they're killed due to medical negligence, whether they die of natural causes. Pain is pain, and losing someone that is your soulmate of some kind is pain. And so I get it, and that's how I started in this business. See, I'm gonna get choked up already. I want to help everybody. I just can't. Not on these. I really, really can't. However, what I am thinking about is on my forums. I've been trying to be every place at once, and I just can't. No, I can't. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm going to create opportunities on my forums for people that join the forums. Again, the forums are free. There's no reason not to join them. And I'm only going to do things for people on the forums. And so I might very well host mediumship night or something like that. But that requires a completely different energy. So all of that said, okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, Melissa Rochow, you've asked your question about 25 times and I've seen it. I am going to get to you just, or maybe, oh wait, maybe you didn't. I'm sorry, maybe you didn't. I don't, that's so weird. Okay, the chat just went down and then it bonked back up. Okay, Melissa Rochow, I'm going to answer your question. How do I help my son deal with his father committing suicide? Will he be okay? I don't think you need me to tell you he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. He's already okay. He doesn't like it, and it's very hurtful, and confusing, and just it's just not good all the way around. But he's okay. He's stronger than you. No, you know how strong he is. You know how strong he is. So Melissa Rochow, gosh, man, I hope this is okay. Because I say, God, I hope I say it often enough through this, but I'm the online reader. I'm never gonna blab all your personal business out there into the world, but I'm a straight up reader. You are very, very likely to never hear me say, really ambiguous things that could fit for everybody. Nope. I don't have that kind of relationship with spirit. And I don't have that kind of relationship with people who are kind enough to honor me to come get readings from me and my animal allies. I would never do that to you. Um, but let me just say this. Gosh, I hope this is helpful. So Melissa Rochow, I hope you're still here. And here's what I'm hearing. Your son is already better off than you think he is, because there's something welling up inside of him. You may have seen it. I don't know if you've seen it yet. But because he's so strong, he does not appreciate for one moment, once he's working through the shock and the disbelief and the, coming back from that kind of like smackdown, he's a processor, and he's starting to process this as dad was a weak man and he does not appreciate weak people. There's something about y'all's background. I don't want to say he's always had to be strong, because that implies that there was a lot of drama or a lot of, stuff going on within the family. It's not that. He just always naturally stepped into that role. Even if he's not exhibiting it the way you think strength is exhibited, I'm telling you, I keep seeing his back now. This may be a literal thing, a physical thing, but I keep seeing a rod of metal down somebody's back, starting at the neck here and then going all the way down the neck, ending right at the coccyx. So I don't know if your husband or his dad, whoever he was to you, passed, had rods in their back or some kind of rods in their body somewhere, or if your son has rods in his body, um um or or if this is hold on, you guys, I'm scrolling way down the chat, because oh, holy cow. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Okay. He did have to be strong. We have been through hell. Okay, I've got it. All right, Melissa Rocha, I'm with you now. So yes, he did just started making his out. He sees me so strong daily. Makes so much sense. Okay, good. This is important, Melissa Rochow. Thank you. You guys, I had to scroll to the bottom. These messages for Melissa are really, everybody's messages are important. But Melissa, can you confirm what I'm feeling in the back with the rod? Did your husband, did his father who passed, or does he, or do you have a literal metal rods down your back or somewhere in your body, or is this metaphorical? I'm seeing, because I keep seeing his standing up straight and just having a really strong backbone, but I also keep feeling it in my back as if I want to straighten up and do this because I feel something in my back. If you can answer that, that would be very helpful. But anyway, so here's the story. Here's how you can help him best, which was your question. It will not do him one bit of good at all if he goes through this lifetime making that kind of judgment about his father being a weak man, because that's going to spin him off into being harder than he ever wanted or needs to be. Meaning he'll go so far the opposite direction to be strong that it will not go well for him. And at his core, he really is, not literally, but this is my back pain and how, okay. Oh, you've got back pain. Okay. So, all right. So, gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, Melissa. So but that lets me know I'm in the right energy. Okay. So the thing is it's like, it, I don't know how you perceive the situation. I don't know how you feel about it. This is not a judgment on my part. It's not. I had a boyfriend who committed suicide one time. A boyfriend, not a husband. I didn't have a child with him or, partner or whatever. Just a boyfriend. We'd been dating for a very short period of time. But it caught my attention. It impacted me, and holy cow. So I will tell you that it again, this really doesn't have anything to do with what you believe at this moment. It has to do with what would be best for you to help him, which is to maybe come to understand that maybe if he could see it another way, that dad was not a weak man, but sometimes the pain is just too much for people. I mean, there are all kinds of reasons that people commit suicide, right? But maybe he could come to a side of compassion, um, and maybe come to see things differently again through the eyes of compassion, not for what it will do for the dad on the other side or what it will do for you, but what it will mean for his life. What it will mean for his life, because I just feel all these little doors closing down, shutting down. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Yes. Okay. Absolutely. You're on point. I have this feeling also. You're very welcome, Melissa. Uh, okay, Melissa, I just want to say one other thing really quickly. I know you said no, it's the pain in your back, but I keep being led to somebody's back and somebody having a rod at their back. Did somebody have to wear a back brace at one time or something? A back brace at one time, because what did I just say? I just said I can't do mediumship. I could, but I won't because of X, Y, and Z. I swear to Swanee. Hey, Mishti, I really appreciate that you're here. Welcome. Please do not put your question in there 25 times. That will not get my attention. It will not. I'm taking everybody in the order that I can get to them, and everybody in where I'm drawn to them. Believe me, I would love to read for everyone. It is not humanly possible. Sciatica. Okay, got you. All right, then. Okay. Okay, so Melissa, y'all, please, please, please don't blow up my feed. Please, I can't help it when I no more try to control the other side than I go to Publix, my favorite store in the whole world, and try to control the jackass that's standing in front of me that cut in front of me because they need their tortilla shells right there where I'm standing, and they bump my cart. I just let them go on about their merry business most of the time, but I don't try to control the other side. So I just said I don't do flyby mediumship, but the reason that I kept being you're not making this live harder. You're not. Here's the good news. I'm the boss. I get to say what goes here. Isn't that cool? That's why everyone should work for themselves. And that's why I always say, be wild and free so no one can control you. So all of that being said, here's the bottom line. Let me just get to it. I called out to the dad on the other side, and I was like, look, this is your last chance, man. I'm moving on. If you've got something to say it now. And I was led back to the back, and I was told, you've got to say it again about the rods or a brace or something. So I just want to say that was a flyby from the dad who let me know in a physical way that that's happening. So don't think for one moment dad is not around, because he is. There you go. Okay. And you know what? You know why I love all y'all? Because everybody that comes to my lives, y'all are attitudinal anyway, because I'm attitudinal. We are all attitudinal together, and it is just, I think it's the best community on the internet. So we can do love and light, followed by a good ass whooping. So okay, here we go. Hey, Carrie. Y'all, I am for y'all that have been following me a long time, you might have noticed I have been doing daily readings since right before Christmas. Don't be sorry for asking. I'm trying to figure out how to fit it into my schedule again. Really, I am. They take a lot of time, y'all. No joke. And I want to do them every day in every way. If it was up to me, I'd do nothing but sit around and read all day. It's my favorite part of my day. But with what I'm called to do, in particular classes, I just can't. My spirit animals are like, if you could know the signs and symbols they've been sending through for months and months now, that's just not going to go well for me if I don't get on the stick and get these classes out. So, okay. Beck Roberts. I don't know why I'm drawn to this, but I really am. And I just want to give you a big hug. Beck Roberts, I hope you're still here. And it reads, I would love some guidance regarding my love life. Please and thank you. Beck, when I step into your energy, God, you're nice. You're just so nice. And I don't want to say that you've been a doormat. I don't want to say that. I don't think it's like that. I just think that, and y'all, when I say I think, I'm not passing a judgment. This isn't Bernadette says, this is Bernadette's opinion. This is what's coming through. You truly do get pleasure out of being helpful and serving other people. Truly you do. Interesting. Truly you do. It is what can best help you is to take a look at the Five of Swords inverted. Now, for me, it's a black stork, right? Or the Six of Swords, excuse me. And this reads, better times ahead, new home and hearth. Now, if you, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, that card is the folks in the boat, they're moving away, there are better times ahead. When it's inverted, I will tell you that that means you're not moving ahead in a fashion that is purposeful, like purpose driven. It's almost like you're just kind of hanging out, waiting for the boat to get there, when what you could do is you could go down and buy you a boat or rent a boat or call a friend that's got a boat and, get on the love boat and move along. Now, how do you practically do, how do you practically make your love life move ahead? Well, again, I just feel like you really derive a great deal of pleasure out of being kind to people, and particularly your partner. um I I That's cool, but I think that's cool, but there's something about that that is not, it's not helpful. It's not that you're tired of it, it's not that you don't want to do it anymore. It's just that you can't give from an empty well, and I just feel like you're really depleted at this moment. I don't know if you're physically depleted, mentally depleted, emotionally depleted. I don't know. I don't know, but I just feel empty inside. Like, as I'm you, I feel empty inside, and it's almost like, oh my God, this is the way to describe it. So I'm single again. What else is new in my life? Um, and I was talking to a couple good friends of mine the other day who are also single, and we all, we're businesswomen. We all own our own businesses. We own our own homes. Yak yak. And we were really talking about, listen, you get to a certain age, and you're like, do I really want to go down that path again? I'm a triple Scorpio. I do. Hubba hubba. But it's oh, did I say that out loud? Well, yes, I did. So one of the gals said something, and she was like, I just, I don't want to have to cook and clean and blah. I said, well, why did you have to do that to begin with? And she just looked at me, and I said, see. See, we were of the generation, that's what you did naturally. Well, I learned early on that I don't come by that stuff naturally. I hated it. I love being a giving person. I love being in a, but that indoctrination thing, that training thing, that was not for me. And it's like that for you. I just feel like if you would rethink what you naturally do in a relationship, partly because you really want to, but partly because you've got that indoctrination of, okay, well, I'll do this because that's what I do, or I'm supposed to do, or that's what comes naturally. I don't think that's it. I think that and when I say I think, I'm being told the you don't even know to ask for more or think to want for more, and that's how you handle your love life moving forward. When you start doing that work, whammo bammo, that person is going to appear out of nowhere. Or if you're already with some person, the other parts of them are going to appear out of nowhere, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying they're going to turn into a different person, but other pieces and parts that they haven't brought to the table are going to come to the table. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Hope that's helpful, Beck. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. New people. Hold on, wait. It was Mindy, wasn't it? Mindy. Where's your Mindy? Gosh, oh, Mindy. Was it Mindy that asked about the business? Roger Favor, if you're still here, you asked me a question. Don't you have to be in the room to feel the presence? No, I read people all over the world. If you could feel everyone in a feed or whatever, you'd be overwhelmed. Not true. Some people get that way, but I don't, because I've been doing this for 30 years and I know how to control it. I choose whose energy I want to step into. I choose whose energy I allow into me. Those are choices that I make, and I work in conjunction with what I believe to be spirit, my higher self, my animal guides, angels, source, the all that is, God, goddesses. They're all the same to me, y'all. It's just one big happy energy ball out there. But and I work with that, so because I believe that collectively that as a collective, there's a much greater consciousness, intelligence, and wisdom. And I just tap into that part of myself that is a very small part of that. And no, I don't have to be in the same room. As again, I said, I've got clients all over the world. Y'all, I was doing online appointments before COVID made it cool. So, okay, Brandy, I saw that you have rods in your back. I am sorry. Woof. I'm sending some healing to you if that's okay. Uh, okay, so I'm scrolling back up so I can find some other questions. Oh, interesting. How can we participate in your forums? Hey, Teapot, will you please put the link to the forums in here? Put the link to the um, put the link to the witchcraft forums, and also put the link to Wild Pack Wisdom forums. Y'all, I'm never on the witch forums. That's Tanya Poss. For those of you that are here from Cauldron or Spell for That, you guys know Tanya, and she's the head moderator over there. And I am doing a much better job this past week of being on my own forums. And there you go. Okay. All right. Carrie Hughes, I'm on an access to nursing course. Karis Hughes, I think. I'm doing okay, but will I go to the university and graduate as a nurse? Y'all, with these yes or no questions, it's so much better for you if you ask like specific questions. All right. But I don't know why I'm drawn to that question. So I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer the question you didn't ask. Karis Hughes, if you're still here, here's how you know the answer to that question. I think you've taken one big look at nursing and you've gone, uh-oh, I think I chose the short stick. And for some reason, I just feel like you're afraid or reticent or hesitant to just be blunt and honest with yourself. Like, I don't dig this. This is not for me. And go a different direction. I just don't think you like it. I don't think it's that you're struggling in school because you can't understand or your mind doesn't work that way. I try never to say somebody's not smart enough because it's, that's horse malarkey. Everybody's smart enough to do whatever the heck they want to do. So I just don't think you like it. So if you're going to graduate, that's got to be a decision that you do. But I am being told to encourage you to really take a look at, do you like nursing? Do you like what you're being taught? Are you enjoying the subject? When you think of being in a room where, depending on if you're going to, nurse in a private practice or in a hospital or something, do you want to be in a room or in rooms where not, like you get to see, depending again on what kind of nursing, you could be going into orthopedics and all you're going to see are torn ligaments and, muscles and that kind of thing. But looky here, Karis Hughes, I hope you're still here. Holy guacamole, I hope you're still here. Here's what happened in my head. And here's why, y'all. I beg you to not ask me yes or no questions. Please form your question in a specific way so that you can get specific answers that are specific. So I pretended I was Karis. I was like, so if I go out of nursing, what's going to happen with the rest of my life? Will I be successful? Will I not? Wham! The world card, the macaw. I'm going with yes. It's just first of all, the world card is an awesome card, right? In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's the gal in the winter's wreath, and she's standing with her legs crossed, showing perfect balance. It's this beautiful dance she's doing. The rainbow macaw with, I'm not going to go into the whole symbolism of the card, but who doesn't smile when they see this card? Rainbows and macaws in the world card. Come on now. That's just like, I am the light of the world. There you go. And so Karis, I just think you got to decide what's going to make you happy. And if it's not nursing, move along. Because when you will make the choice to do what's truly going to make you happy, holy cow, that's going to go very, very well for you. Very, very well. Okay, y'all, pardon me. I have got to have a mint while we're doing this. Yes, I do. All right. Okay. Okay. Y'all, I'm looking for an actual question. And I'm looking for one that's not a yes or no question. Okay, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Mallet Gray. I don't know if you're still here, but this is really interesting. I've seen a man with no face in my dreams as long as I can remember. My daughter now sees him. He never gives us a good feeling, and now my daughter feels like when she wakes up, the man is still there. Any ideas? This has gone on since I'm around 11. I'm 38. So, from a traditional dream interpretation standpoint, the idea is anything we see in dreams is supposed to be a reflection of us. I don't believe that. I know that's what's taught. I just don't believe it. And I don't believe it because there's just too much evidence as far as I'm concerned of when we are asleep. Those of us that astral travel, those of us that do lucid dreaming, we're taking our consciousness to all other places and spaces all across the universe and in other universes, and we're watching things or participating in things energetically like a movie or like you just go to a party, right? Tequila shots with the aliens and that kind of thing. Because what alien is not going to love tequila? So all of that said, I feel like the man with no face is because you've always carried a bit of a you've always carried a bit of an afraidness with you. You're a bit of a fearful person, and or nervous or unsure, if any of those make more sense. And I feel like that it's time. I just keep hearing the word banish, banish, banish. Let me tell you guys something. So I suffer from pretty good night terrors, and they're always the same. I'm in some weird, situation where people or animals are at peril and I have to save them. Yes, I know it could be a hero complex or a savior complex or what. Like, I get it. I do. Um, but try as hard as I ever have, it, they just don't go away. But I don't have the same kind of drama in my dreams that other people have. I had it once where I felt like something not like dark or something evil, and I use that word very sparingly because really what's evil was coming for me. And I turned around and I looked at it and I literally punched it in the face and said, no. And it went like that and it scurried back to whatever hellhole it had crawled up from. It's coming out of a wall at me. Like in that movie Frighteners, in just about every scary movie there ever is, where, the wallpaper stretches, the wall stretches, there's some horrible face behind it. It's that kind of thing. Elizabeth Mallet Gray, it is like if you and your daughter will, in your waking moments, just start to tell your subconscious, okay, I've had it with this person. Enough's enough. It's scary. We don't know what this person wants. I would just banish it. Now, actually, I wouldn't. What I'm being told for you is that you could do well by banishing it. Bernadette would straight up be like, what do you want? Is there something I can help you with? Only because Triple Scorpio, I'm not afraid of the underworld. I'm not afraid of the darkest spaces and places, right? And I always feel like there's a message to be had from everything. Everything. Scary as it might be. But I don't know that that's going to work very well for you and your daughter, Elizabeth Mallet Gray. I just don't feel like that's for you. I feel like just being straight up, had enough, move along. But for real. And the other thing about it is, whatever this is that you carry, a nervousness about you, a scared, that's not helpful at all. So it is, I would really encourage you to start healing that and figuring out where that fear and whatnot comes from. So there you go. I hope that was helpful, y'all. Truly, I do. Hey, guess what, you guys? Watch this. This is so cool. Guess what I got? I got one of those sit stand desks. Let me tell you something. It's changed my life. No joke. Changed my life. Okay. Bonk, bonk. Going down, going up. Okay. So there you go. All right. I'm moving on. Raven Jensen. I'm choosing to lead with my heart in all aspects of my life. Learning how to be a stay-at-home mom and a businesswoman too is so different than my formal life. Oh. Ooh, Raven. I thought there was a question in there. But hi. I'm glad to see you. So just for those, since we're on the subject of dreams, I just happened to see, oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Gnig Ladiv Nig. Oh wow, I don't want to murder your name. So Gnig, last name is Ladiv. In dreams that teeth are loose. Teapot, if you can, on building beautiful souls. Excuse me. There's an a really long article in the dream section about teeth falling out and loose teeth, because teeth falling out is the second or third, no, dreams about snakes are in the top 3 dreams that everybody has. Dreams about your teeth falling out are in the top 5, and then dreams about flying or falling from great heights is like in the top 10 dreams people have. Those are some of them. So all I can tell you just very quickly for everybody that might have that question is, when your teeth are loose, that's all about speaking your truth. That's all about, are you telling the truth? Is someone else not telling you the truth? There, and I have found over the years that the symbolism, the straight up symbolism, the generally accepted symbolism for that particular dream has held pretty true with every person I've ever talked to about that. And so there we go. All right. Okay. Emily Ackerson, what animal should I work with through my pregnancy? Really? Mama bear. Oh, I'm teasing. I'm teasing, Emily. Um, Emily, any animal that makes you feel any any animal that makes you feel calm and 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 fills you with a sense of, I can do this, that's the animal you work with. There may be 25 of them. I don't know why I keep seeing eagles all around you. Do you have a thing for, do you have a thing for, do you have a thing for eagles? I mean, I've only talked to you once, but I don't remember you having a thing with eagles. Huh, interesting. Okay, In my deck, in the Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck, Eagle is the Emperor. I Emily, you're gonna think I'm being a smartass, but honest to goodness, this is what just came to me. Honest to goodness, honey, eagle. If eagles could fold their wings and sit there like this, that eagle said, "Okay, so actually, you got to work with the dad, who's the emperor, right? You got to work with that animal through your pregnancy. Honest to goodness, honest to goodness, that's the animal you have to work with through your pregnancy. There's something about his energy that he's just got to like figure out how to be the emperor. That's just all there is to it. And he's got to step up and be the emperor. But eagle energy will help you with that. Emperor energy will help you with that. I promise I am not being flip. It is what I just saw, and it cracks me up. Here's why it cracks me up. I'm not making light of your situation. I'm not. Okay, here we go, Emily. You know I'm an evidential psychic medium. Here we go. Within 2 weeks, there's going to be something that's going to occur, and this is going to become extremely clear to you about why your partner has got to step up and be an emperor, a true leader. It's going to become very clear to you. And in this instance, okay, please do not blow up my feed. I don't believe this. I'm just saying that in this instance, I'm being told the old adage, behind every good man is a good woman. In this case, that is exactly correct. I really hope that's helpful. And congratulations, Em. I know you're so happy, honey. I know you are. Okay. Sanjukta Ganjuli. Welcome to my channel. Blowing up my feed, asking your same question 10 times is not going to help you, but I'm going to tell you this. Your husband is not working since 10 years. Can I help? You don't need a psychic. I'm a straight up channel, meaning I'm a straight up psychic medium. And here's what I'm going to tell you. No spell, no reading, no tarot card, no crystal, no somebody telling you what your angels are, no none of that. No looking at astrology charts is going to help somebody who's not working for 10 years. So that's either psychological, it's physical, or they just don't want to. I don't know what those things are, but I can't help someone who hasn't been working for 10 years. That's a long time not to work. So if it's psychological, I don't know. If it's physical, I don't know. If it's plain old laziness, I don't know. But that's nothing I or anybody else can help with. That's something only he can help with. Sorry, sister. I'm the straight up channel, meaning I am not the channel people want to. My channel is not the channel for people to come to unless they want the real deal. Okay. Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. It's even more. All right. So there we go. I hope you got your message, Sanjukta, because now you're blocked. Thank you, you guys. Thank you for telling a person to stop. I blocked them. Okay. Ooh, I love it. With a name like Zane Landers, I hope your spirit animal is the victorious falcon. Dude, you sound like a superhero. I'm Zane Landers with my victorious falcon. That's all I can see in my head. Dude, I hope you're a cartoonist or something, because oh my God, your energy is just so explosive. You didn't ask a question. You just said you think your spirit animal is victorious falcon. I'd be inclined to agree with that. Man, are you like into DC Comics or Marvel, the Marvel Universe or something? All I can see are graphics of comics and zines and that kind of thing around me. And I really just, Zane Landers. Okay. I love it. Carrie, the same comment was repeating because that person, there you go. They're stopped now because they're blocked. Thank you guys. I did just now. Booted it. Sorry I didn't see it earlier, y'all. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Okay. Y'all, I am trying to get to everybody. I did King of Wands. Holy Cowabunga. I am oof. Oh, I want to get to everybody so badly. There's a lot of owl stuff happening. Azib Habti. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. That's an owl thing. Um Ooh, MJ Smith. How can I go about recharging my inner light? I've been feeling very depleted and drained lately. I can usually bounce back quickly, but I'm struggling with it. MJ Smith, I really hope you're still here. You know what? I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Ooh. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, I'm trying to get to as many. MJ Smith, are you still here? Please tell me you're still here. That way I can give you this message. Ah, there we go. Zane, he could try vampirism. I don't know what that means. Zane, your energy just cracks me up. I don't know why. You just crack me up. Your energy just makes me want to giggle and I don't know, do something I shouldn't do, like day drink or something or whatever. I don't even know. MJ Smith. Okay, excellent. Okay, baby doll, listen, this is a story. Here's what I'm being told. And this is why Bernadette created a deck based on tarot and MJ! Holy cow! I was just and this is why Bernadette created a deck with animals. Y'all, you will never, ever, 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 ever get as accurate a reading as you will than when you're working with the animals, allies of the Ark. No, I'm not trying to sell you my deck. It'd be awesome if you had it. But I'm telling you now, there is something about my deck that just because you're working with the natural world and you're working with animals, right? If we're all connected, we are all animals inside. You know, they are us, we are them. It connects you with the most natural part of yourself and it allows you to really get clear messages. Uh, Let me not go into that. MJ, listen, holy guacamole. Could they tell you any different of a story? Meaning, you know, dark, light, dark, light. Okay, because the manta ray is temperance, which in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot is the angel, right? And that's why manta ray is the temperance card because they are literally called ocean angels or sea angels. And if you look at that, come on now, doesn't that look like an angel with a sweet little face? And moths are always associated with uh, moths are always associated with death. Now, so you've got death and you've got angelic rebirth. Here is what I am feeling in your energy, MJ. This is really interesting. You've been depleted for years. Years. But you would have absolutely no way of knowing that because you are so headstrong. Honest to goodness, so headstrong. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that, like, if you make a decision, we're done. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So, you're absolutely right. You've no idea how to get your quote unquote inner light back because this is the first time that you've recognized it's not there. But it hasn't been there in a long time. But you're just so strong, you just didn't even notice it. I don't even know you know what turns that pilot light on. I don't even think you know that. Would it be, a long walk on the beach? Would it be going to a spa? Would it be reading? Would it be, I don't know. But you don't even know. So Natasha. Moths equal zombie butterflies. That's about the funniest. I'm totally stealing that. Yes, I am. That is hilarious. Okay. Um, it's it's it literally. Hey, Celine, please don't use my channel to pump your business at all. That's not cool, and you are now blocked. That's not cool, you guys. Don't do that on my channel. And here's why. A, it's rude and presumptive, and B, y'all, when someone talks about their own services on my channel, it makes it seem like I'm endorsing them. I don't know that person. They've shown up for a live a couple times. I don't know them. I don't endorse them as a reader, and now they're not here anymore. Okay. MJ Smith. Oh, you definitely hit the nail on the head on Headstrong. Right. That's why they call it being a psychic medium. So here's the thing. It is, thank you, Dana. You guys always take such good care. Well, I don't know why anybody calls me Mama Bear. Y'all are all the Mama Bears, and I'm like, doty 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 do. Right along behind you guys. Hey, God. Oh, thank God I can talk to dead people, because I'm animals. I'd be totally lost in this world if I couldn't. Okay, so look, MJ, this is a story. I just feel like you've been dealing with such heavy energy for so long. Like something that you've done your whole life. I don't know if it's like a career or a job or it's a whatever. Or you just are like, let me just tell you what I see. I see buzzard energy. And when I see buzzard energy, I know what that means is that I know what that means. Tammy Sprinkle, thank you. That was very sweet. Thank you for the donation. Oh, you know what? Oh gosh, for you guys all that are new, I'm getting back to you in a second, MJ. For you guys that are new, I never said this once. The readings are free, but if you all make donations, 50% of everything I make on my YouTube channel goes to support all of the animal charities that my foundation. I just started a new foundation, you guys. Brave Ursus Foundation. And so my foundation, and last year, I believe I finally totaled it to over $15,000 was given to animal charities that fight to end cruelty to animals. And as soon as my dang website launches, the front part of Wild Pack Wisdom, the forums have been there a long time, but Wild Pack Wisdoms, you'll see everything about the foundation and what money we've given to everybody. And again, I want to thank everybody who donated at the end of the year to the kind of the marathon, the telethon I did over that week. We raised over $3,000 that went to Mosiso Farms in Kentucky, right in Mayfield, Kentucky, where some of the worst tornadoes hit. And man, that $3,000 changed their life. So thank you guys very much for those of you that don't know. But anyway, I'm back. Okay, so Autumn Breeze, I'm just going to answer that question very quickly. Absolutely. Every spirit that crosses over has the ability to come back and give guidance and protect, and normally they do. Anyway, MJ, I'm back to you. Okay, looky here. So when you're dealing with, you're dealing with as above, so below. You're dealing with the yin, the yang, the light, the dark, the heaven and hell, really. Well, not really hell, because death it doesn't mean hell. It just is a major transformation, but a lot of people see it as really dark. I don't, but a lot of people do. But basically, you're looking at the dark and the light. And I would really tell you that at the end of the day, what's going to help you is you just may have to go through a series of things and try them. It's like, I don't know why I'm talking about movies today. Oh, I don't remember what rom-com it is. But there's a rom-com where the guy breaks it off with the girl because she doesn't know what she's doing and she can't make a decision or whatever. Anyway, she comes back and she's like, I know what kind of eggs I like, I know this, I know that, because she took time away and she thought about it, and she's like, I've been doing things on autopilot for so long. I just don't know. Honestly, that's where you're at, MJ. You have just got to. Thank you, Earth Angel. That's very kind. Now, what I want to tell you guys is, just when you donate money, I do not read for you. I don't. I read for everybody equally, whether you donate or not. So, Earth Angel, I hope that your donation, if you want me to refund it, let me know. But I don't read for people just because they Oh, shoot. Right. Let me go back to the buzzard energy. Thank you. Martin, Graham, thank you so much for reminding me. Buzzard energy. MJ, this is what it has to do with you. Coming back to this whole thing. Buzzards are birds of prey, and they are more majestic than people give them credit for. My God, they're a maligned animal. It's like possums. They're just so misunderstood. But MJ, I just feel like you have literally cleaned up the rot from this world so much in true service of mankind, and you've been totally fine with that. You're like, this is what I do. This is, okay, thank you, Earth Angel. That is what I do. It's it's good for you, and I honor you. But Pumpkin, uh, you got to stop that. Meaning, I'm not saying to stop doing what you do because it's who you are. I'm just saying that, going back to this again, I sound like a broken record, but it is the hardest concept, I think, for some people to get. You just don't know what you like. And the only way you're going to do that is to start experimenting with things. And at first you might go to things, you'd be like, oh my God, really? I want my $5 back. I want my life. I want my 2 hours back, or I want this back. But you might have that reaction to a lot of things, and then later come to realize you really love those things. So I would just say that that's how you're going to get your light back. And I hope that's helpful. Lordy B, I hope that's helpful. Okay. And thank you. Oh my God, I've already forgotten your name. Martin Graham Brown. Sounds like an author. Martin, are you a writer? Or want to be a writer? Or already are a writer? It wasn't Runaway Bride, Lord. Wasn't, I don't know. Maybe it was Runaway Bride. Okay. All right. I'm going to do one more. Y'all, I so appreciate all you new folks that have come out. Lordy B. My middle name is not Tina. It's Rachel. Terry, Teresa, Ann Rose. It is Rachel. I've been told, MJ, I've been told I have Jesus syndrome since I'm always more concerned with others than myself. And what else did Jesus do? Cleaned up everybody's crap, right? Whereas what do buzzards do? They clean up the carrion of this world. Listen, again, they are the sweetest, funniest, most gentle. They're really awesome. They just look like hell in a handbasket. To our eyes, based on what we think beautiful animals are all about. No, Shannon, I haven't ordered my Maverick yet. Natasha B, listen to this. Okay, let me try this. Hey, y'all. Natasha B writes, I've been hearing ringing a lot in my ears lately. I'm not sure what messages my guides are trying to get me to hear, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to reach me, LOL. Martin, just because you're not published doesn't mean you're not a writer. Let me give you, you didn't ask, but I'm going to give you this quick message. You're a writer. If you want to be published, and so shall it be, and so it shall be. Telling you now. Okay. Has anybody else been having, it's called the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, Donna? That's my deck. That's me. Has anybody else been having a lot of ringing in their ears? You're very welcome, MJ. Anybody else been having ringing in their ears? Because I'm telling you, I was 1 minute late to the live today because my doctor's office called. You know why? Because I called him money and said, y'all, I'm hearing ringing in my ears since last week, all day, every day. Right? Look, yes, 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 yes. Look at all of this, yes. Now I feel dumb. I called my doctor and I'm like, something's wrong with me. I've heard ringing in my ears since last week. It's never happened to me before, ever. But if anybody here has ever had like if you get like super angry or you get super scared or even super happy, you have this rush, this like blood pressure rush in your head, and it goes. It it's like that. That's what it's like for me. It's like either my blood pressure is through the roof or there's like, and it's not. I don't even know what it is, but I'm telling y'all, I wonder if as a collective, we're not being contacted by, and we're supposed to, as a collective, as a group, come upon some kind of something, something, something. I don't know what that is, but oh, Demas Hawari, you're gone. When people listen, y'all, when people put crazy shoot, oh God, I'll get it. When people, there we go. When people put links in here, if they're not my links, don't go to them. I don't know who they are, but they could be hey Beverly. Beverly Gomez Adams, hey. Um they could be malware that you click on the link and all of a sudden your computer or your phone or whatever is infected. Please don't click onto them because it's none of my people. I know, right, Cece? Cece Gaston, I'm just like, what is this feeling? It doesn't hurt, but it's preventing me from hearing other things. And so, oh, thank you, Nicoletta Rudolph. I love having you here. So I don't know, y'all. What I would say is that now that I see all my feed is like, oh, I'm having the ringing in the ears. I'm having the ringing in the ears. I'm having the ringing in the ears. I've never had it before. So I'm gonna ask Spirit to start sending me right, Cherry B. I called my doctor Monday because healthcare is what it is these days. It took them till today to call me back. Um, I Is it that we can't hear the messages, or does it mean something else? No, Starseed or Arash, I don't think it means we can't hear the messages. As I step into, I don't know what you're talking about, Teapot, but you never have to apologize. You're perfect in every way. You know that. I told you that 1,000 times. Y'all, somebody please tell Teapot she's perfect in every way. I know she is. I know y'all know she is. I don't think so. Now that, okay, let me redirect mine because this is going to answer a question for a lot of people. A lot of people. And so, I don't I don't know what this would have to do with me. I do this every day. I do it. I mean, I do it every day. Y'all, for those of you that are hearing the ringing in your ears, honest to goodness, I think one of the reasons that you're hearing it, it's almost like you would tune a radio. You hear the next thing you know, it's Sabado Gigante and something's going on. There's the polka, and then there's something else. I think you're being attuned. I do. I think you're being attuned to elevate what you do here from the world of spirit. I do. Now what's interesting is, wow, y'all, this is crazy. Okay, listen, I believe in aliens as much as I believe in you because it makes no sense. It makes no sense that there wouldn't be off-world entities when I do what I do for a living, and it's been proven time and time and time again to be accurate. How, and this holds true for anybody that does what I do. This holds true for people who don't do what I do, but do navigate their life using and working intimately with their intuition, right? So you know it's true. Okay, you know it's true. Can't prove it, but you know it's true. I just was told my ringing in my ears is attuning me to hear things not of this world. Didn't ask for that. Not sure I'm really interested in that, so I'm gonna have to have a conversation with my guides. No joke. And this my Kim, we are among you. Girl, you know that's right. Kim Watts, I love you. Um, oh, Raven Jensen. That's got to be the perfect word for it. Frequency healing. So I don't know that healing is exactly the right. I don't know that healing is exactly the right word, although it might be for some of you. But the frequency, yeah, Jennifer Wood, getting downloads, that's what I'm telling you. Autumn Breeze, you tell me a story, but everyone here will think you're crazy. What do I do for a living? What do people that buy the Arc or any tarot deck or buy any pendulums or buy any rocks or crystals or buy anything woo-woo believe? And we're going to think you're crazy? Please. Oh, Rebecca Lee, Germany, beer and great cheese and great bread. All right, I'm back. So, and besides, crazy people are the best kind. So for those of you that already communicate with at those, I don't want to say levels because this is not a competition, but for those of you that are already hearing spirit, there's a call for you to hear it at a different level. I don't know what that's going to mean for you. But for those of you that are wondering or are not sure or have recently asked, I do believe that this is too many people saying yes. That it makes no sense that this wouldn't be a pattern. It has to be a pattern. And so I'm going to start asking, like, I'm going to post on Facebook if anybody else has been hearing this too. I really am. Because if this many people are having this experience, that's indicative that there's something as a collective going on. So here's what you can do. Yeah, it could be body leveling up to the next frequency. It totally could be that, Julie Couch. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. I love you so much, but I got to go. My day is like, I'm surprised my hair hadn't caught on fire by now. I hope it was helpful to you all. I just please remember, I am appearing at the Conscious Life Expo, February 4th through the 6th. And so you can come see me there in Los Angeles. I'm getting on the road on the 29th. I'm driving out. Can you believe that? Bears do not like to fly. And especially with all the COVID stuff going on, bears definitely don't like to fly. So I'm driving. And then on the way back, guess what I'm going to do for the first time in 4 years? Have some time. I'm stopping in Sedona and I'm going to woo-woo my face off with one of my soul sisters. And so so I'll do a live next week, but I will not be doing a live for like 3 weeks, but I'll have readings already ready for you guys. And I will be doing a lot of like jumping on and sharing the trip and showing you what's going on at the convention and any, all that. So I hope this was helpful. I love every one of you so much. Thank you for showing up. Tanya's Peoples, the witches. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out the forums, the witchesandwitchcraft.com or oh my god, witchcraftandwitches.com. I can never get my own URL straight. /forums, and that's a community that we've created where you don't have to worry about Facebook and their algorithms and their Gestapo ship, and their censorship and their nonsense. And for me at Wild Pack Wisdom /forums, wildpackwisdom.com/forums, I'm back. I've reworked my schedule where I can be where it is I really want to be, which is on the forums with y'all. And then over the next few weeks, I'll be coming up with a plan of if you're in my forums, which is free to join, there's no reason you shouldn't do this. I will have special events and special things only for the people on my forums because, again, I don't like censorship. And I don't like making other people money. And that's everything that we do when we're on Facebook, because the more traffic they get, the more money they make. And that's how it works. And I'm tired of it because we get nada. Nada. Don't get me off on that tangent. Anyway, thank you for showing up. Pick up your copy of the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, what is it? Everybody say it with me. Do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild.